All right, guys, I'm late for paint talk. How are you? I apologize. I was doing an interview just a few minutes ago in my Creative Connection group with the lovely, lovely Catherine Robbins. You all, how are you tonight? It's Tuesday. Like I said, I'm running a little bit late, but it was well worth the interview that I just had. Sorry. Y'all know what that means, don't you? I have a canvas ready, and I'm going to ask you guys to tell me what we're doing tonight, because I keep thinking of all these different ideas, and I don't know. Hey, Rob, listen. I am going to try to tear this. Maybe. I also have 5 more nominations that I'm going to read to you guys for our Spread Love giveaway. You guys have until Saturday to vote for somebody, or to at least nominate somebody. Then we'll narrow it down to our finalists. Then we'll make you guys choose. I'm going to actually put this on the canvas, okay? Hi. Hey, and I have something to show you. So if you can only stick around for 5 minutes, please stick around, because something came in today and I'm dying to show you. I've had requests for this particular item and I'm going to show it to you. But the first thing I'm doing is I'm rolling this on here. I'm doing great, Derek. How are you? I just interviewed a beautiful woman, Catherine Robbins, in my Creative Connection. I do that every Tuesday at 8 o'clock. It's called Talk to Me Tuesday. And she and I were just having a wonderful conversation. So that is why I'm running a little bit late. And okay, so I think what I want to do is ask you guys, what do you want to see? I have Blue Iris. I have Old School, thanks to Matt. And then this little bit of yellow I added in from Queen Bee. I don't know. Do you want a landscape? Do you want a bouquet? Do you want just it covered in flowers? What do you want to see? I am here for you guys. Start telling me right now what you'd like, because I don't have a plan. Thank you, Lisa Dixon. It was a very powerful interview. She's a very beautiful person. Just brave beyond. I may have to have her on the podcast one of these days. So I'm going to get out my tray. I'm going to pour some golden ticket. And while we are figuring out what I'm going to paint, I'm going to get that awesome texture that we love. Guys, I just posted Misty Meadow, so you guys have been helping me along the way. It's posted. It's available. I have 6 new abstract series. I have 5 new nominations that I want to read to you. And I also have 3 things that I'm dying to show you all. So I will show them to you. Just hang tight. You've got 5 minutes. Hold on with me. I'm going to pour out this golden ticket on my tray. I feel like I'm talking 90 miles an hour, but I think it was because I knew I was a little bit late. And last night I wasn't on. I was a little tired. I just went to bed early. Janet, I love you. Hello, Paint Pixie. Listen, guys, I got something in the mail yesterday. And if you don't know what these things are, I want to show you the mermaid paint. Mermaid paint. Okay, so 16 colors. If you guys are looking for a holiday item and you have anybody between the ages of, say, 4 to 8, I want you to consider the mermaid brushes from Paint Pixie. These are super cool, and I've got them right here on my table, and I'm ready to get them out. All right, so there's that. Do your jam. Go abstract. Ooh, Erin, thank you. Rob has a bunch of question marks, so I'm not sure what that means. Hey, Cheyenne, I want to see Santa Claus. Get after it. What? How dare you, that Turquoise Iris. Janet, how are you doing, sister? Betty, hello. You got your mermaid paint yesterday? That's awesome. No mess brushes. I love that. So no mess. So I have my golden ticket laid out. Let me spray this canvas, guys. I've got Old School on here. And I just used my little D brush because it covers more. Used a little D to get the background on. This is all DIY paint in Old School. Blue Iris and a little bit of yellow. Tell me what you want to see. I was thinking about the watercolors for me. Hey, why not, Mr. Derek? I listed this girl on my website earlier today, and I named her Let Her Be. Let Her Be. And so that girl that we did a couple of nights ago, and she is also available All right, so I'm just putting a light mist. Guys, I'm putting enough water on here to saturate it, but it's not dripping. Okay, there's no water actually dripping on here, but I like this. We're going to do this first. You want flowers. You want seagulls. Flowers. Let me see some flowers. A fall or winter landscape. Okay, keep it coming. Let me know. Let me know, guys, what you want to see me do. I have 0 plans and no time like the present. Does that make sense? I don't think that made sense. Kissing booth. I have 0 kissing booth. 0 out of it. Waiting on my DIY paint orders. I do not have any kissing booth. All right, let's roll. Get it? Roll. Let's roll. Okay, hold up. Hold up. You guys, it's been a busy day. We're getting ready for our holiday gift guide that we're putting out. I'm putting together my favorite things for the holidays and offering some of you to be in the guide as well, to actually sponsor it, and getting all of those things ready for you for the holidays. I got a big delivery in today of what I'm going to show you in just a minute. Cami and I talked to my Michelle, making big plans. Okay, so we're getting this gold on here. Now, when it dries, she's not listening to me. When it dries, it's not going to be quite so like in your face. So let me read to you a couple of the nominees in just a second that have come. I will say Miss Cheyenne has been nominated now 4 times. So that must make her feel super special. And I feel special because I know her. All right, so I'm not really wanting to see those lines. So what I'm going to do right there where it's really heavy, I'm actually going to hit that with some water, but I'm going to go this route first. So this gold will not dry that prominent, okay? It's not going to be so in your face. But I'm planning on using my palette knives. I just been trying to figure out what I really want to paint. I just got that furniture out of here and on the staging wall, the Misty Meadow. And so we're going to wait a few days before we get another piece in here because frankly, I just like my studio to be cleared out sometimes. Dionne, I didn't get the email for the holiday gift guide. I was on the mailing list. Oh, it hasn't been sent out yet. No, we're still just building it right now, Pam. We are actually building it. We're offering people to be, if they want to be in it, they can purchase a sponsorship. And then I'm gathering my favorite things right now. The holiday gift guide will be going out after Thanksgiving. Cheyenne, are you paying them? She's open to being bribed. Oh, she got another nomination. Okay, so let me let that sit up. Let me sit this down. Girl, put your records on. I don't know why I can't stop singing. I have just been singing all day. Okay, right here. I don't like that. See how you see the stripe? Nope. So I'm going to hit that with some more water. And maybe a couple of areas over here. Okay, all right. I'm not going to load any more golden ticket on here, but I am going to go ahead and get it going a little bit. And you can turn it if you want. Change the direction of it. Okay, have we decided what we're painting? I can pay in hugs. I'm broke otherwise. Alice, I'm so glad you're here, sister. Matt said he would be here tomorrow, but he is not with us tonight. I mean, he's in there, but he's taking the night off. I think he's watching a show, to be honest with you. Girl, put your records on. Tell me your favorite song. All right. While that's drying, check it. Do you remember these Maui bags? So this is the zip, and I have new bags for the holidays. And when they deliver. I'm like jumping out the door. Give me the box. All right, so see inside. So this one is the crossbody, and let me turn this off. So this is a Maui, and I have them back in stock. I wasn't going to, but so many people have asked me. So I have, I believe, 12 of these available, and then I have another new one. This is the Kaleidoscope. So I had this one in a crossbody, but I decided to get it in the shopper tote because this seems to be also the most popular bag because of the size with the pockets with the double strap. And then we have the other part of Kaleidoscope on the other side. So these are my only new bags for the holidays. Thank you, Alice. I love these prints so much. So this one will be 110 and the other one is 110. They will be on the website soon, but I got them for your holiday. You know what? I do, Joanne. I need to do that. I need to take the time to do all of that. And all these are in. All of these aprons are in. So, hi, She Paints. How are you, darling? You should come on here with me. You want to? So I have all of these, and these are actually already on the website, but the Maui and the Kaleidoscope, they will be on there. Are you associated with Teespring? These are not on Teespring. No, Teespring goes through YouTube. So I have some t-shirts and towels on there. But other than that, that is all I have on there. So while this is setting up, we need to figure out what we're going to do. Michelle just put the link for the aprons. Thank you, my darling. I'm going to read. Here's 5 more nominees. Bridget nominated her daughter, Kaylee, and she said, my beautiful daughter just had a baby girl, bought a house, and she needs to furnish all of the rooms. It's such a darling piece, and it would look beautiful in her home. Thank you for that. While this is setting up, I'm just reading these. Guys, I'm giving away a dresser, and it's Miss Frenchie, and Matt and I wanted to give that away. We've received payment from one of you that watches on here regularly. Donated $100 that will go towards the shipping, and I am so grateful for you. So we look forward to sending that to one of you guys that are on here, or at least somebody that gets nominated, and we're going to let you guys nominate, and then we'll narrow it down, and then we will ship that dresser to somebody. Okay, what is your name? Okay, so this person actually said they're the same person that they're nominating. So I think they just didn't read it correctly, but the person being nominated is T. T is on here all the time. And this is what the person said. It's Tianette Major, by the way, you guys, if you haven't, if you don't recognize who T is. But she was at my retreat last week or 2 weeks ago. And it says, I just met her at the retreat, but in the few moments I chatted with her, I heard her story and it just moved my heart. I think her driving all by herself for days was huge for her and for us. I want her to know that she is loved so much, that she has talent and she just needs the encouragement from others. And I think this dresser would be a great reminder to her that she is thought of, she is loved and noticed, and it will hopefully get her motivated to tap into her passions and her talents to create her a bright future. Thank you. I don't know who nominated her, though. Actually, I have someone's email, but I don't know who that is, but they didn't put their name. Okay, Kathy Johnson has nominated Carrie Negro, and it says, my daughter is the mom of 4 young kids. This image so reminds me of her, and I think she's referring to the image that's on the dresser that I'm giving away, being pulled in about 15 different directions. She's a Cub Scout leader, a church team leader, run the collection of Samaritan Purses shoebox. She leads VBS, volunteers at schools, made a donated ton of masks, pretty much if someone needs help. She steps up all the while caring for her family and fighting a serious autoimmune disease. Her kids have multiple activities, sports, youth groups, scouts, and competitions. She is just amazing. So Kathy nominated her daughter, Carrie. Thank you so much for that. Sounds like a beautiful daughter you have there. Kim Sprato nominated Cheyenne Lunsford. She's young, and I think that she would appreciate this kind of art. Thank you, Kim Sprato. This is Cheyenne's 4th nomination for receiving Miss Frenchie. And She Paints, I see you on here. You're getting ready to be pulled up, so hold on. Oh, gosh. That tea is strong. All right, Joanne. Joanne also nominated Cheyenne, so there's the 5th one. Joanne nominated Cheyenne tonight and said, after hearing her story, I decided she was an awesome candidate. So her story, I pulled her up on Friday Night Live. And she was able to say hello. She's such a brave young girl. And then her mom nominated her as well and told us a little bit about her story. So that was so special, you guys. Thank you. Thank you, Alice. I have someone that would like to join us tonight. So, Kristen Calhoun, if you were on here and you want to come say hello, maybe you can tell me what to paint. I'm posting the link in the comments, Kristen, if you want to join us. So I used old 57. No, I'm lying. Old school from DIY Paint. And then I put a little blue iris down the center. And then I just kind of filtered in just a little bit of Queen Bee. And I have a basic canvas that I'm not really sure what to do. So you guys give me some vision. Kristen, click the link that I posted, that's StreamYard, and then Michelle also posted it there on Facebook. And come say hello. Why not? Come on, Betty says go for it. Let's do it. If you guys don't know who Kristen is, she is the owner and artist. She paints. She pops on and does some tutorials and some singing and all the things. Y'all are going to make... Cheyenne, you're so sweet, honey. You want flowers? Do you want flowers in a vase, Joanne? Or should I put it like a vase, or should I just do wildflowers? Should I finger paint? Should I use my palette knives? Birch trees. Oh, Heather. A vase with flowers. That's been a while. I have like 120 palette knives. I know I showed you last night, but you always think, oh my gosh, what am I going to do with all these? Modern design with flowers. Okay. So a vase, any of the above. Y'all let me know if Kristen comes on or if she sees. Oh wait, y'all won't know. I'll only know. She'll be tapping in. Kristen, are you still here? You are much loved, Cheyenne. Yes, you are. If you guys are not familiar with the way we do this, we do live on YouTube and Facebook at the same time. And so that's why you can't always see the comments. It looks like hanging moss using the 38 now. Do a vase, do wildflowers using the 38 now. Dionne, can you tell us the difference between metal and plastic palette knives as far as they perform? Rashawanda, that is a beautiful question. I have never actually used a palette knife that's plastic. I know a lot of people use them, but I never ever have. Flowers blowing away from us. So unfortunately, I don't even have the answer. Could somebody else answer that? In my mind, I went straight to the metal originally because I just assumed they were going to hold up better and be better quality. But I have seen lots of people use plastic ones, but I've never even owned one. Snow-covered pine trees. Blue looks like water in the woods. All right. Oh my gosh. We just got to jump in, guys. Okay. We have a guest coming on. Oh, y'all.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi. I'm boob level. That's annoying. How are you? Am I this bright?
My friend, she's so bright.
I've never been a guest on StreamYard, and it's different.
It is different. Everything's a little bit different. What are you doing? Thank you for coming on here with me.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me. Oh, you can see this is horrible. I changed locations in my studio and it was not a good idea because look at that back there. You don't see all that.
I think it looks fantastic. It's your house.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, it doesn't. Let's go this way. Anyway, how are you doing, Iris? It's good to chat with you. That's
Thank
even
you.
worse.
Thank you so much, sweetheart. I miss you.
I miss you.
Let's see. Can you see any comments on there?
I cannot. It says everyone can see and hear you. That's kind of intimidating.
Kristen's having glowy time, says Heather, because it's so bright.
Hi. I get you, Heather. You're funny.
What are you working on? Show us what you're doing.
I wasn't. I was in the living room. Well, I was working. You know what I'm working on? I was doing in the living room, but I can't show you because it's property of DIY or however that works. Because it's for Debbie's channel, the DIY channel.
Oh.
Well, you know what? She's not going to care if I just swing it by. Hold on. Let me get it. Hold on.
Let's cheat. Let's cheat together.
Let's do it. I bet you're feeling dangerous, Iris.
Yeah, I am. Let's bring it. Let's make that gummy beard. Let's be dangerous.
Hey, I have a question.
All right.
Well, we can see this in the background because guess what? I had an epiphany the other day that perhaps I should paint over these ladies.
What?
Because, oh, you think not? Okay, see, I was going to get your expert opinion.
Why?
Well, because I've been thinking, gosh, when I market it, it's going to be a specialized audience because they have to love Hamilton. Because if they don't care about music, why in the heck would they buy a dresser with 3 ladies on? That's weird. You know, it's not like a common, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I thought, oh, it's not like the dresser came with that. I could paint over it and do whatever I wanted. That would be a little more mainstream. And I was like, I'm going to ask Dionne before I do it.
Don't paint over it, sister. You worked so hard on it.
Well, I did, but it's been a year. I haven't. I finally figured out to paint over the little Leslie Odom Jr. on one side, and gonna paint over the Philippa Sue on the other side because that's too much. And so I didn't think of that. I thought, hey, it's got enough going on. It doesn't need murals all over. It's just because I discovered I could. Back, it was like 9 months ago. I was like, oh, I can make every one of these a portrait. I could put one on one side, one on the other, one on the front, one on the top, on the bottom. Just kidding. And so I thought that would be good, but just because you can doesn't mean you should. Am I right?
That is true.
I told you I'm having trouble. That hurt my elbow. I should not ever adjust places. I'm having this dumb thing. I got a question. Okay, laugh. My thing I usually use. It holds it horizontally, and I did not know until just a few minutes ago that it would need to be vertical. And my vertical thing is just a clamp there.
Oh, I got you, girl.
I can't, I don't have another one kind of attached to that light.
Here's the thing: the people that don't do lives, they don't really understand the challenges of finding equipment that works for you and not against you, right?
Seriously, yes.
Yeah. So I don't really know what I'm doing.
Oh, I can't. Yeah, and that's the thing. We're so small because we're halvesies, and I want to see the whole thing of you.
We're halvesies. Okay. So Monica Mercer, she says hello.
And hi. Am I supposed to be able to see comments?
I can put them up there.
Oh no, you don't have to. I just said, am I supposed to be able to? Okay. Well, let me put this by. You ready? It's really heavy because it's old.
Show me right now.
It's totally 80s thing that my mother-in-law bought. But hang on. See if you can tell what style it's going to be.
What is that?
Well, it's an old cabinet that my mother-in-law found for me at a thrift store thing with the little hearts cut out. I mean, it is so 80s country.
That was very 80s country. And the fact that you've hung on to it all this time is impressive.
No. She gave it to me. I just got it. Last time we were in Kansas City, my mother-in-law bought it for me at a garage sale thing. She said, I've got this thing. You could paint it? And I was thinking shelves. Absolutely. I'll take it. I need it for my studio. But I was like, oh, it's like that really solid, heavy. It's well made. You know how,
yes,
like heavy. Furniture really well made. I'm like, I don't care if it's this well made. It's freaking heavy. And it's just like shelves. But look at this. But I'm going to do it for a video. I'm doing a Mackenzie Childs. Woo! Just for fun.
Oh, you're going to
show off the paint, you see.
Yes.
Like a lot of paint, a lot of different designs. So I haven't painted a Mackenzie Childs kind of style since my first buffet that I ever got to paint for custom work, which by the way, I just was trying to catch your Talk to Me Tuesday.
Yes.
I could only watch a few minutes of it. But I caught her talking about customs and that she
Yes.
said she loves them. And I know that most of you are like, what?
She loves customs.
I loved it as well because like she's more creative about it because I could tell she was like, now if it won't look good, then I was needed the money, sweetheart. So if someone was willing to hire me and come in their house and provide the furniture and pay me, like I wasn't going to go, no, I don't think that's going to look good. You know, I would now, I'm sure, like I don't do it now, but at the time, to me, it was like not having to have a vision. I wanted them to have the vision and then I can execute it. Sort of like you were saying, when I realized I could do that, that was like the first epiphany sort of that I got to have in my business. The second being when I started painting portraits and you were telling me that it was good and that everybody can do it. That was my second sort of pivot.
I was like, oh my gosh, you can do something and I can't do this. And so you need to do this more. I'm really, 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 really impressed with you. And
Thank
you were
you.
like, it's not that hard. I just look at a picture and I do it. And
Okay,
I'm like, I can't do it.
I did not say it in that tone of voice or with that facial expression because I would abhor somebody who did. So just so y'all know, I didn't go, it's easy. I just look at it and I just do it. Why can't you do it, Dionne?
That's the way I heard it. Because
I hate that.
I can't do this. And you're like, you just look at the picture and then you do this and then you do this and you do this. And I'm like, I can't do that.
But you know me better than that. I wouldn't be trying to make it come across as if it was easy. I just was trying to put myself down, really, like sort of go, but it's not that big a deal. You know, that's what I meant.
You are good at that.
Yes. Hey,
introduce yourself and tell everybody who you are.
Okay, and then I'm gonna have to move. This is just killing me. This whole sideways half boob, and I can't stand it. I'm Kristen Calhoun of She Paints, and I'm lucky enough to call Miss Iris my friend. And
yes.
Usually I want to say more together than this, but that's not really accurate. But I do the best with what I can. I used to call myself the I wasn't gonna market it that way, but like the not blue collar. What's the word I was looking for? Like well, that sounds like a put down too. I wasn't going to say the mediocre version of the Turquoise Iris. That I know that's not what I meant. Ugly or put, but I meant like the thrown together, like the if you were on pain medication or something. I'm like the version of the Turquoise Iris that because I would be like, I'm doing that as well. Oh wait, I've lost my thing. Oh, I'm going to make my hair look nice. I am. Okay, look at it. No, it looks like I was blind when I did my hair. Or, you know, I tried. I was like, I really should make more of an effort and I need to be more put together. And I'm going to do that. And I was like, I even am trying and I couldn't do it.
To give you credit, it's not like it's not like it was something that you knew that I was going to say, hey, at 9:15, I need you to come on right here at this incredibly moment, right?
Right. But still, I should have this together anyway where I can do it vertically if I need to. So I'm just going to ease it on here. Ease on down the road.
Okay, so tell me what else you've been working on, sister. Tell me, show us.
Well, I'll tell you.
Please tell me.
Well, I did finish this painting, and that's probably more what we should talk about. I've just been I actually had a day yesterday, but I discovered a whole new thing that I'm going to go live about on my page about positivity, which we all hear all the things about. But
yeah. Some days are harder.
What'd you say?
Some days are harder to be positive.
Yes. Yeah, I bet. I know you know that.
Yes, go
yesterday, okay, you know me. I'm always looking for those of y'all that don't have any idea who I am and are going to be like, good, let's forget about this. She's stressing me out. I know how powerful like our minds are and like the right thought, you know, like our thoughts are what happens before we have like an emotion that's negative or whatever. Like to feel hurt, you have to have a thought like, hey, that hurt my feelings. And then you're hurt. You know what I mean? The way your brain works. And so I've been looking for a long time for like, oh, I need this perfect mantra that will help me give me the right thought instead of like, oh, I can't do that. Like something that tells you, you know, like, hey, you can do it. You can do hard things, whatever. And it's effective, even though it seems like it shouldn't be. But I wasn't realizing that just the act of making something positive instead of negative, just like yesterday when I was like, my whole brain is just, I couldn't get out from under it. I was like, I kept saying these things, you know, in my head, of course, that were true. Like, why can't I think straight? I don't know what to do. I have a list. I can't just, this horrible, like, confused in your head thing. Like, I need space. But I didn't realize that I didn't need just the right mantra or positive thought to say. All I needed was to be positive about it. Any kind of positive. I literally, until I heard this message today, realized that
So
even if just saying,
are you saying though that are you saying that you should be able to find the positive in everything? Or are you
Of
just
course
saying
not.
actually changing your verbiage? Is that what you're saying?
Well, that's a good question, Dionne, when you put it that way. Of course not. There's not good in everything. But when you're in, it's more of emotions you're feeling or something, or the way you're in. Like, you can't find good in every situation, but you can hope the good comes out of it if we're just talking biblically. Like, when, a lot of people know the verse that says, God, what is it? He works everything to the good. He doesn't say he makes everything good, because he's not stupid. He's God. So he knows that, death is not good, and that horrible things happening is not good. But what the verse says is he can make good from it, not because of it. But if it happens, we have to know there's hope, that there's not like, and that was terrible, and now everything's hopeless. There's a positive. But in the same way, the positive, I'm just saying that not things that happen to you, but just in a state you're in. If you're just like depressed for not a good reason, but you still are, and you're like, yeah, I am. So what? I can't help it.
Right.
But I didn't realize that I didn't need just the right thing to say, like, hey, you should be motivated, or you should whatever. I'm like, I am motivated. I was talking back to myself, and it was not helpful. And I didn't realize that really all I needed was, it would have helped your brain just to relax if you can just say something like, hey, well, I can't think of anything right now, of course. Like, look at what I've done before.
Well,
or look at the business I do have.
Yeah, that's always my advice, right? Is that let's look at what we just did and what in the last month you've actually done, and how much you've accomplished, and how much things have changed within the last 30 days within your home or your life or whatever you're working on. It's
Right.
like all those things get forgotten because you don't take time to actually absorb, man, I did that.
Exactly.
No, sorry, Rob, I didn't fill the vase. Sorry.
Well, on our brain, Rob
is saying there's no vase there.
Oh,
he was recommending that I do a vase, and I obviously did not do that. But I'm getting ready to turn it on its side and blast it with water in just a second.
See, I knew you'd find something to do with it. I was like, if you ask me what to do there, I'm going to say, you just go. You just take these requests and go. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. And see, I hadn't thought of that, Dionne. I'd never heard it put just that way, really. I was thinking, yeah, but it wasn't the exact thing I needed to hear, but my brain just thinking of something positive lets it let go of that anxiety thing that makes it all, that makes all the function, your rational function go away. When you can get out of that state.
For example.
Yes.
When you're thinking of all the things that you have, sorry, I'm trying to get out this powder blue. When you're thinking of all the things that you have to do, and thinking to yourself, I never get anything done, I never get anything completed. And then to me, it's so obvious all of the things that you have completed, because I don't know the list of things in your brain that you have to get finished, or you're waiting to get done, or you'd love to do one of these days. But I can think about, man, Kristen's done this, and Kristen's done that, and she's done this. And since I've known her in 5 years, she's done this, and she's done this, and and then this, and then this is how her life has changed. And then I see all these beautiful ways that you've blessed people with your artwork, or your singing, and your instruction, and your teachings, your videos that you've put together, all of that.
Yeah, thank you. But when I'm talking about, but like for me, if I'm thinking, I'm not even getting this done.
You just butt.
I would have. What?
You just butt me.
I did. I did butt you.
You butt.
It's not butting what you said. It's butting. It's butting it with another thought. I'm just butting my thought up after yours. Is all I'm doing.
No butts.
Like yesterday, if you had said, but look at all you've accomplished. Look at these things. Yesterday, in the state I would have said, who cares? It doesn't matter. What matters is that I can't do anything now. Nothing. I can't do anything. What am I going to do? It's like this unreasonable thing that sort of anxiety sort of does. Just general that we know that's it, literally brain science sort of when you're stressed about something, unless you know better, most of us don't until we read about it or something, that our brain functions less better, like even worse, which is the opposite of what we need. The part of your brain that has the practical things like, let's stay calm, let's do this, hey, it goes out the window with the amount of the stress rising. And so not realizing I was stressed out, I was just like, why can't I can't, what? And, and so it wouldn't matter the things that are rational, like you're saying, that's the kind of a positive that's really important. But to get out of that state, all I needed was to have, I think if someone would have said, but you can't do that right now, you can't, nobody could. So you're fine to just not do that right now, or something that would just like me go calm and let my brain's rational thinking come back to the thing. And so it could be anything positive, like, yeah, but look at your granddaughter. You get to play with her probably this week. You could play with her tomorrow. Like literally that would have made me go, oh, okay. Yeah, that's right. Like this isn't everything right here. This is not as important as, this will be past this. I don't know. I'm terrible at thinking up. I have to write it down. Anyway, that was kind of huge for me. I don't know why, that I knew the two kinds of positive thinking, but I wasn't putting them together. I have to write it. I just can't. Let me just go back to showing you what I was doing. Ooh,
honey, I love your insight, and I love that you are actually working through that. And that is stunning. I'm so proud of you. That's beautiful.
I can't get that there. Sorry, since I'm facing the easel instead of it behind me, so I can't put it on the. That's why I'm holding it up. I feel like
I love that. And that's something you learned in the Miss Nissa's class.
Yes, ma'am. That was from Miss Nissa and that's membership group on perspective. Learned a lot. Had no idea that you make things more bright, and sharper up to the front. If you want that in the front, and the things in the background, if you sort of make them a little hazier, that shows. I didn't realize that's what my eye was seeing when you look at a photograph. Like, how do you know it's in the back? How do you know the size of it and the colors of it? I never knew that before. So that was exciting.
That's beautiful. Is that for sale?
Yes, ma'am. Except for it's not on my website because I need a, I was going to ask you that too. I'll just throw it out there. If anyone's looking to, make some photos, put them on a website and make my website decent. Cause I've decided I cannot, I'll cry. It's just like each step is simple by itself. I know that we can, like when we say you can figure these things out, read the things, do the things. But with all the other things too, it's just like my brain, I go, this is already taking too long. I can't do it. And the thing I was talking about before, it just shuts down. There's no rationality. There's like, I tried to put it and it's not working. And, and so it's like this heart. I just read in someone's book talking about when you hire people, that you should hire people to do jobs that you're not good at so that you can do more of what you're good at. And they used the term heart wrenching. No, heart stopping. No, that wasn't it. Anyway, the tasks that make you go, just freeze you up.
Yeah.
Oh, did you take? Oh, I was like, did I have something inappropriate? Did something?
No, I'm saying yes. I know exactly what you're talking about. Like the people that I have working with me on my team, they're able to do the things, and they look forward to those things that I go.
Wait a minute. I'm here. You're frozen for me. It might just be me. I don't know if it's.
Uh-oh.
Are you there?
Yeah, I hear you perfectly, sister.
Uh-oh. So it's my thingy.
I hear you perfectly, and I can see you and everything.
Wait, now I'm moving again, but you're frozen. You're frozen like.
Uh-oh. We'll see if she'll come back on. We'll see if she'll come back on, you guys. Thank you for giving her your love and support. I know you can all kind of relate, or maybe you can, maybe you can't. So I am just working on this little abstract scene that we have going on. If that's what we decide to call it, I can always throw a vase on here if we decide to go that route, but I just decided to start throwing some color on there. Let me know, Kristen, if you're going to come back on, sister. I'm putting in some golden ticket now, just so this has a little bit more of that shimmer that's underneath. Coming back on, I'm now using the number 22. Kristen, you can definitely click that link and come back in here. Oh, Danielle, that's so good. That's so good. I was going for a little bit more modern look, and I honestly, this is the way I used to paint when I first started. I would put the color on the canvas and I would do a beach, and then I would turn it on its side and I would let the paint drip and go in different direction. Kristen, honey, if you've got that link, get back on here, honey. People are talking to you. Reminds me of a Japanese garden. How cool is that? I'm going to turn it back up here in a second. I haven't done this style in a very long time. But when I started putting the color on, I thought I'm going to turn this on its side and get some of this color going down. Build up our layers of color. Let some of it peek out. I'm going to spray it. Let's see. Hang on. Kristen, if you're still there. It's so nice to have a guest on here with me tonight. And I love my girl, Kristen. Love her so much. There we go. There we go. Kristen, it's right there. Okay, so I'm going to hit that with some more water. So if you're just popping on, I'm using all DIY paint. Didn't have a plan at all, but I was listening to your ideas and this is what I came up with so far. I don't know. We could leave it this way. We could put a flower with a vase here. We could actually turn it back the way that it was. We could have more of a lagoon style on the bottom. We could totally change this. It has to be happy. I don't like things that look as though they're not happy. Okay, I just posted it. Kristen, scroll up. I posted it, and so did Michelle. Just scroll up a few comments, and then you can get back on here. All right, so I'm going to turn this again. Okay, y'all ready for this? Okay, love this section right here so much. Okay, I don't really want it to drip down that way, so I'm going to go back this way. I had to see it. It's got a lot of water on it, so I'm going to actually go back this way. Okay, do you see it? You love the right side, but it's two separate styles. Well, I'm still working on the canvas, Rob. I'm still working on it. I'm only working on this section right now. Okay, set this down. Girl, your records on. I think I need a little pink. I think I need a little pink. Kristen? When I first started painting, I was painting on my island in our other house, and I'd get the canvas out and I'd bring canvases inside because it was winter that year and it was too cold. And so I would lay beach towels all over my island and I would set up canvases and I would do this. And I was doing lots of beach scenes, and Rob is a little demanding. Just kidding. So she paints. There's the Heather. Heather has posted the link again. So I would do this, and then I would go back and forth, and I would go all around, and then I would tilt it, and then I would work in sections, and I would decide if I felt like it looked like a meadow, or if it looked like a garden, or if it looked like the beach, and then I would just work my way up with the top. That way there wasn't, like, if this is the top, now there's no moisture on here, so I haven't messed with this section at all. So no water has come across here and messed with it. So I'm working from the bottom up. And if I wanted to, I could put some more white in here. I could or put some white. I could put different colors in there, and we could decide if we think this looks like, you know, a garden, or does it look like, you know, just kind of what it looks, what it is. So we can just play around with it, and that's what all of the work we're doing is, playing around with it, having fun. And I actually think I'm going to go back this way and put some pink in there. And there's Kristen.
Hey,
You're back.
I'm back. I thought you'd be like, okay, anyway, let's move on because we're done. We're done. That's enough with her. I'm very frustrated that I can't find a clip that's good that will do vertically. It's very annoying. I mean, I have the one, but it only works from a low thing. It doesn't matter. I was trying to read the comments and keep up with y'all. I appreciate all your words and the things.
Yeah, absolutely. Always fun. Maybe you can come on Friday with me, and maybe we could do something fun sometime on Friday night.
You know, I would love it. You know it.
Maybe you could teach me a song or something clever.
I would love to sing with you. We need to do it. I like just singing. That was pretty. Just go ahead, let your head down.
Yes.
Ooh, that just came out. I don't know what that came from. Ooh.
So good. So good. They were giving you all kinds of advice and comments, and a lot of the ladies on here and gentlemen know you and love you.
Well, I'm a lucky girl.
Tell me what you got there behind you on the easel.
Oh, I need to finish. Right now they look like it's Anissa and Leah still. I started it a long time ago and did it for a class. And then it's sat here ever since. And I need to finish it. And I'm going to bring you in close because it's funny. Their faces are what mostly need to be done. And I did what I usually do and sort of like just do it quickly and then go, okay, now it looks terrible. I'll go over that and then fluff over it. And then anyway, so it looks like their faces. I haven't made it a photo because I didn't want to be disturbing or anything like to share, like to post. But it looks like they have, I don't know, melted faces or zombie. Hold on. Let me. It's kind of funny. Yeah, I was going to say, I hope you laugh. It's kind of funny. I'm not trying to be. What? I swear, this StreamYard. Okay, I can get closer. There we go. Look. Ah, they're scary.
Well, they look like they need a little work on their pretty faces. That's all.
Like a horror movie. That's what I'm thinking of. Like I can't even handle those. But you know, like I guess I've seen one because they like where their faces are sort of melted or sewn together, something gross. And I was like, I really got to get their faces because. But once again, I always end up doing things to where the faces are smaller than I want them to be. I mean, even though I thought I'll do this big one, it's just a couch, and still their heads are like this big, and that's not fun. I am going to start, Dionne. I've decided I'm going to clear the things so that I can do what I really want to do, which is paint on huge canvas.
Oh, really?
Maybe with my hands, but regardless, like portraits that big. Like I want life size. I want like big faces, big faces.
Oh, wow. Well, that's amazing. I can't wait for that. I will look forward to that, sister.
Okay. Well, the problem is, though, you can help me with this. Anybody can, really. If you make the face, I don't want life size like, you know, a 5 foot, 6 foot tall, like person. That's not, but I mean, how do I make their faces? Oh, I know. I just have to think these through before I have it come out of my mouth. That's all. Like portraits are a lot of times just shoulders and up anyway. But I want to be able to do like these backgrounds and like their whole bodies, but I want them to be bigger, but not that big. I want to be just on like a large canvas. How do you even do that? I don't know. I can't picture it. So as usual, see it before I can do it.
I do not know, sister.
I mean, I could just I just want to let loose and do it, but I also am practical and I want it to be sellable. I'm just saying. So, I mean, I can do it for fun and enjoyment and to learn and to be free and all that, but I don't want to just to sit around my studio. I don't. So, I'm trying to think what would be, that would just be weird, like a big burnout face, big with just colors around. I guess that's sort of Picasso, and I don't enjoy that kind of art. I don't like that. I'm too, you know,
yeah,
like that.
I'm gonna have to think about that one.
Okay.
Composition, Laura says. Lolly says do a large head and a small body. Janae says faces are a challenge. Betty says just have them blow bubbles.
Do faces. That's what I mostly do, and they are a challenge. But Wait, what was the last thing you said? The last person?
They
Bubbles?
said have them blow bubbles. I think on that painting right there, the girls blowing bubbles. That way you don't have to paint their face. You can just have them blowing a bubble.
That's brilliant. See, and I don't think I would box that way. I need to more often because that would be fun. I'm thinking, no, I have to get their exact little thing just right. I was going to leave the mouth on the sofa that I painted. Was that for in your group, Dionne, or was that in?
The mouth was for my group.
Yeah, that was for your group. I did think, hey, they would both enjoy that because they like to be out there. Like I was going to put other small things on the couch, like leave her mouth but I couldn't come up with another body part that would be interesting and not be weird, like a foot. So I painted over it. Right. And their shoe, I put like a really cute shoe on the couch or something. And then my realistic self came back in and I'm just like, no, it has to be like the picture. It's of them on the sofa. So.
Well, that's easier for sure to do it that way. I'm going to add in some prom queen, you guys.
Oh, you're painting. I was going to say while I was working it back in, I'm like trying to figure it out. When you turn it back up long ways, it looked like it looks like Spanish moss a tree, only like the old oak moss, only in gold, like draping down onto.
I got you.
Oh, do you see like it could be a stream or a lake or a pond or something, but it looks like a huge tree is like coming over it and coming draping down silver, like gold Spanish moss. Oh, you're like, oh, okay. Anyway, it looks like a magic.
No, I see that. Actually, I see that. That's really cool.
That's what I saw.
Thank you. Thank you.
I was going to be painting, but of course I don't have it together again.
No, you're
always.
You're so totally fine. Listen, tell me what your favorite thing is your granddaughter does.
Oh, you're smart. You're a good interviewer. Actually, the fact that I was thinking about this the other day, that this is one thing that makes grandmas always say it's the greatest thing ever. Because it's not just like, oh, you just love them, but the stuff they do that's like ornery, that at least when her mother did the same thing, and I was like mortified, like, oh my gosh, she's gonna be a juvenile delinquent. She's gonna be she's so sassy. It's not okay. And this baby girl does it, and I'm like, you can just enjoy it because I'm like, she's a juvenile delinquent. Her mom and daddy have to deal with it. And I mean, that makes it sound like they're great parents, and like they'll make her mind. But that's what I'm saying is like at 14 months, almost 15 months, how they understand what it is to sort of like be sarcastic and lie. I'm just floored. But I'm like, I remember this seems familiar. Oh, it's because Haley did it. If you want her to, like, you're offering her food, like, here, did you want this? Do you want that? If she doesn't want it, if she's like feeling salty about it, she'll take it and go throw it at you. Like how dare you offer it? I'm always like, and so with Haley, I was like, honey, we can't do that. You just say no, thank you. Trying to teach her. And her, I'm like, okay, I get it. You don't want it. So Audrey, like, you sassy pants? But it cracks me up. Or she'll do it. She'll go like that.
Like she's exhausted. Like she's exhausted.
No, like she's exhausted by me. Like, oh, you people tell me what not to do. Or okay, here's another one. She'll take like little magnets that we have that she can fit sort of in her mouth. Like I don't let her just suck on them because it's choking hazard. But she knows that if she picks them up, I'll say, oh no, and I'll take them away from her. She puts them in her mouth, walks over to me. I know. I'm like, this cannot be what you are doing right now. Like that's too like smart, but really sassy and ornery and ugly. Why are you? But you're like holding them out. So I'm like, yes, I'm going to take them away from you. And she's like, oh, but you'll take the other one out and throw it. And look at me. You're a baby. You're just barely walking. But you can see that it makes me laugh because I'm just floored every time. That I'm sure it's common, but I'm just like, I don't remember. I didn't know Haley did it that early. I don't know, but
then what does Haley say to you when you laugh?
She she's I've mentioned she's the completely opposite of me. She's very chill, so she laughs. She thinks it's hilarious. She's like chill mom, not like me going. She's like, I know. She says it's funny. So
I love her.
You would absolutely love her.
Yes, I would love her.
I don't know. Oh, she probably hasn't eaten. Let me think. Yeah, no, she hasn't eaten. You might feed her. Okay. Whereas if I was handing over to my mom, I'd be like, okay, now she ate 2 hours ago. So here in a little bit, give her the. No, she's like, I don't know. Let me think. When did she eat? I'm not sure. She's probably hungry. That's what she'll say. Like, okay.
She's probably hungry. I love it.
That is my, God gave her this super chill, just whatever the thing in the front of my brain that's always like, bah! All the time. Hers is just the opposite. It interprets everything like, hey, this is fine. This is fine. This is all good. So I'm like, oh, I wish I could react that way just a few times. But
I know, me too. Me too. I would rather, that's the way Matt was, the kind of parent Matt was. And I was like you. I'm like you.
Well, like I said, I'm learning. That's what's so fascinating to me, like the brain things, is I would have just said, why do I do that? Or it's literally, that's how your brain is wired. So some of it, I mean, yes, you can control change behaviors and stuff, but the way you initially react, just like the instantaneous part, that's just the way we're wired. We can't do anything about it.
Can't change, won't change.
You know what I'm saying? But we can't change that initial, like I noticed when I go like that, that's always annoying. My family's like, oh, do you have to gasp? And I'm like, literally that happened before I had thought. So it's not like I'm thinking ahead of time, hey, you better gasp. I don't do it on purpose. And now I've learned that same part of your brain that gives you the nightmares and things, the part that breathes for you and things that you don't think about consciously, that's the part of your brain that gives you those reactions if you have them. Like Haley's and other people's, it gives them a second to think about it and go, wait, oh, that's fine. Oh, that was like my husband. If something loud happens, he won't move. And I'll say, didn't that scare you? He'll go, yeah. Like, and I'm like, ah! Oh, and then I think about it, So anyway, I'm just saying it's not my fault. I would like to change it, but you literally can't change your first.
How is that different with all of us though? Like if you think about it, I'm a jumper. I'm a suck the air out of the room type of, a loud noise makes me jump and flinch and everything. Wow. Why don't they? How does that not scare them?
The thing, and it does, but their prefrontal cortex that takes in all the information is functions better, or actually ours functions better because it's more instantaneous. Theirs takes a second. It's like a delay, which is a good thing because it gives you a chance to think about it. So they get to decide, hey, is this going to scare me or not? You know what I mean? And ours, we could think about it, but it's already too late. We done already made the noise.
I'm already screaming and sucking the air out of the car and
yeah. So it's, I don't know enough about it to be able to know exactly how, but it's because of that part that's the fight or flight, the panic, the hurt, the fear, the anger. That's why I usually work quicker to do that. And like, it's more intense because it's working harder. And theirs is kind of like, nah, we'll think about it or we won't. I don't know. So anyway.
Well, you know what? I like you.
I like you.
I like you, sister.
I like you. Even when I don't try to. Yes, I do.
Wait a minute. So Miss Allwood says, wait. 2 girls that she loves are together. Yes, Miss Allwood. We love our Miss Kristen. She paints.
Hi.
She has popped on to bless me. And sing. And
that is so kind.
We were just talking about her. We love you, Jen. So Kristen was just telling us how funny her little 14-month-old granddaughter is and all the funny things. She's a little bit spicy. She's a little bit sassy, and we're all just enjoying hearing it.
And I get to laugh because it's not my responsibility. It's the best thing ever. Now I get why people talk about grandparenting being great, because it's not just that you love them. It's that you get to go, the way they turn out is not my responsibility. So I get to loosen up and go, that's hilarious. They'll teach you. Either way.
All right. Listen, I want you to come back on with me some Friday. Maybe this Friday, if you're not too busy, and we'll sing. Yes, maybe you can teach me something.
Well, I can try.
Okay.
I don't know.
I can sing country. Can you sing country?
Nobody sings country well. I'm just here to tell you.
But that's why I can sing it, because I sound really good when I sing it.
You sound good singing other things. So I'm saying, if you hear a country singer real quick, you have, and I like country. I like a lot of country music. But like, you'll hear the people singing, and then if you hear them sing like the national anthem and they're amazing, and you're like, oh my gosh, I didn't realize they had that good of a voice, because it's very hard to sound actually very good singing country music. It's just the style. It does not show off your voice very well. I'm just saying. So I probably won't be.
Well, that's why I can slide by and think, I sound so good.
I hear you singing jazzy stuff, sister, and it sounds good.
I do do that a lot. So you come on, say hello on Friday night with us, and You
Okay.
have a song prepared, you can teach it, and I will intentionally do my absolute best to sound good. Chris Stapleton, nope. Lolly, I can't sing a dude. What? Lolly, shape up.
You know what? I might find a good man. Wait, did you? So you said you wanted country, or you didn't want country?
I said
'Cause
I can do country easier because of, my voice.
We can sing something by the Judds. That would be fun. Except for neither one of us sing low. So Miss Naomi was a very low. I know where you're going. Don't you want to come to?
Oh, yes, she does.
I got my reservation. I thought, but see, the mom was like, I
Waiting
got my
for you.
reservation. Anyway, I'm talking over you. That's rude. Sorry.
Oh, no, I was just singing with you.
Oh,
No,
you
no,
were.
no. Yeah. No, that's all. I know he can sing, Lolly. He can sing. But
Who, Matthew?
no. He's talking about Chris. I think she said Chris.
Oh, he can't. No, I didn't say they couldn't sing well, Lolly. If that's what you said, I'm gonna have to come back and correct that.
No.
I didn't say they don't sing well. I'm saying that it doesn't show off the vocally. It doesn't show off the voice very well. This is the style. Like a lot of them can sing really well, but you can't really appreciate. You can like them and like their style and like the song.
So Crystal Melina says, "Oh, I can go low." So she's saying she can sing low. And
Crystal.
then
Okay.
yeah, but I wasn't sure if she was talking about dancing because Crystal danced at our retreat in Waco. She danced.
I heard.
And she had her little salsa dress on and she's flicking it. And
oh my gosh, I'd love to watch salsa. I'm going to take dancing lessons. I am. Maybe people can teach them to me.
But then I also remember you in the restaurants here in Norman, Oklahoma, as we were walking out.
Was I dancing?
Like really dancing. Like I was looking around going, oh my God, are people looking at her?
Oh, spices up their life. It makes people happy. I was gonna say that about Crystal, that like I can imagine saying, for just from what I've seen, her saying I can go low or I can go low. How low can you go?
Right.
Oh, can you go?
Yes, girl. Yes, you're crazy. So much fun. And you're a good dancer and you know you are. You're good. All right. I'm gonna have to sign off. And I don't know what I'm doing here with this, you guys. You guys told me to do different things. It's obviously not anywhere near finished, but we had a blank slate when we started. So we've done pretty good.
I'm going to sketch for you with a pencil what I imagine you've already got going there.
Oh, do you see something?
What I told you about that, but I can't describe all of it. I have to draw it. I have to
well, maybe I actually have the tree coming down like this, and then have some lilies coming in here or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But it's definitely just a start. Like it's not
right.
Something has to happen here. And
you see this part that you're at right there? This is the part that I don't like. That stresses me out because I'm just so different. More, what is that? More right-brained, that I want to know what I'm painting. Not like what I'm supposed to paint. Sometimes though, but like I would want you to be like, now I want you to paint me this thing, and I'll be like, okay, and I'll add that to it. But me going, I don't know what comes next. I don't like to make decisions. I'm not good at it. ADHD is very common. That like decision making in the moment is not good, and that's what I figured out it is. I'm like, I don't know. I have too many decisions. Someone tell me what to paint. Seriously, now I know why I do that, and I've always done that. I want to know do you want it this color? Do you want this style? Do you want a woman? Do you want a car? Do you want?
I like to just play. I like to play while I'm doing the things that I'm supposed to do, because I'm a one. A little bit. So when I did these abstracts, Kristen.
Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh, the newest ones. Love them, by the way.
Thank you. I named each one of them after my instructors at the Waco retreat. And so the series is called Friends. And so each one of them has a name that has to do with the person that spoke, but these, there's 6 of them and they literally just spewed out of me like really, really quickly. Like there was no it was done.
It's amazing. So different from your last, the collection you had with the other bright colors with sort of the neons and things. Mm-hmm. Those were kind of florally abstract. These are totally different. These are, I guess, because they're inspired by the people, right?
They're inspired by the people, but I just came home from Waco, and I guess this is, how you paint your emotions sometimes. Mm-hmm. That's what abstract is for me. And so I don't know. I tried to do 2 more, and it just it had died. Like it had tanked, and I was like, okay, we're done here.
Pretty good.
That's it. So this one is Dreamer, Dreamer, and Miss Dreamer would also be known as Miss Debbie Beard.
Ah, gotcha.
So
It looks like heaven to me. It looks like an explosion of God showing off the way he makes color. That painting right there. Looks like.
I love that. Thank you.
You're welcome. That's what it looks like. He said, here, let me show you how glorious color can be, and went like that. That's what that looks like.
Well, hopefully somebody will like it as much. Sister, thank you for hanging out with me tonight. I love you so much. And then maybe we will see you again on Friday night. If not this Friday, a different Friday, but hopefully soon. Okay.
Hey, all right. Thanks for
All right, everybody, we're signing off. Thank you for hanging out. It's every single night for the rest of the year. I'm here for it. I will be back on tomorrow. Matt will be here with me 8:30 Central Time. I appreciate you guys. Get out of here and go be awesome. All right. We'll see you. Bye, Kristen.